Here for some more insight into the Clinton campaign strategy heading into the convention, and for that matter after, is Hillary Clinton campaign surrogate David Goodfriend, Democratic strategist, also served in the Bill Clinton White House. Pretty soon we may have to make that distinction, which Clinton White House people served in. Reasonable people could agree that the Clinton campaign really underestimated Bernie Sanders and the threat he posed. He's nodding approval. He won't say anything. Is there a chance that you look at these numbers right now with Clinton up by, say, 6 points against Trump, and you have a problem of complacency, you have a problem of underestimating Trump and the turnout he could bring?
Well, that's certainly not what I'm hearing from the Clinton campaign, and I do think that
What are you hearing?
What I'm hearing is that leave no stone unturned. This is a fight that we're gonna take right to the finish line, and it's going to be a tough fight.
What worries the Clinton campaign about the Donald Trump candidacy?
It's unpredictability. I mean, if Ted Cruz had been the nominee, there's a playbook for that. You can pull it off the shelf. It's something that we Democrats have done for the last 3 elections. Donald Trump does pose a different kind of challenge. He will pose a significant effort, at least, in the upper Midwest and the Rust Belt states and things we Democrats consider a firewall. I still think we're going to win there, but I don't think it's going to be without a fight. And I think the Clinton campaign is focused on how do we hold the line on states that have been reliably Democratic, and maybe just one swing state like Florida or Virginia or North Carolina could tip the balance. But in order to do that, we're going to have to fight Donald Trump in the upper Midwest.
All right, so we talk about the firewall, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin.
Correct.
Those kinds of states. Those states respond pretty consistently to an economic message, which is what we've been hearing the Clinton campaign talk about. Do the terror attacks, San Bernardino, Orlando, and let's say we get 1 or 2 or 3 more, God forbid, before November, does that all of a sudden shift the topic to something you guys don't want to talk about inside Trump's wheelhouse, going back to his Muslim ban, those kinds of things?
Not at all. In fact, I think the qualifications that Secretary Clinton brings to these conversations appeal to a large swath of the American electorate that's nervous about Donald Trump and his own unpredictability. So let me put it this way. There are certainly some voters who will respond to Donald Trump's arguments if there's another, God forbid, as you say, attack. But we've noticed in the polling following Orlando that, in fact, there are many people who are repulsed by his arguments that then look to Hillary Clinton as more of a seasoned professional, someone who's been there before and has actually negotiated across the world with our allies. So I think it cuts both ways. It's far too simplistic to say attack on Americans is help for Trump. That is way too simplistic, and everything we've seen says it really cuts different ways.
Peggy Noonan said that the only 3 words that Hillary Clinton needs to say is, "I'm not Trump." But you look at the polling that we're talking about, unfavorability, Trump 70%, Clinton 55%. So she has a 15% margin there. Still, 55% is unbelievably high unfavorable for a presidential candidate. But then you look a little bit closer into Hillary Clinton's polling and you see, is Hillary Clinton honest and trustworthy? 66% say no. That is a new all-time low or high, depending on how you look at that number. Isn't it easier to become more likable in Trump's case than it is to become more trustworthy in Clinton's case?
Well, I want to answer your question this way. For the first time in American history, we have 2 nominees this unliked. Okay?
Right.
That's a fact. You just have to look at history. It's a fact. But voters are smart. I'd never underestimate the reasonableness of the American voter. And what voters look for in somebody is this someone who's going to fight for me and help me and work for me? Look, you don't have to like your lawyer, okay? But if you want a good lawyer, you want a good lawyer.
Don't you trust your lawyer, though?
Sure you do. And in fact, you want your lawyer to be able to win. That's what you want, your lawyer to be effective. So I guess what I'm saying to you is voters have been asked this question. Do you like her? Do you trust her? Yeah. Do you like her more than Trump? Yes, I like her more than Trump. And that's what this is about. I hate to put it that way. This is a choice between 2 candidates. This is the choice.
And then we have to look at the polling. Hopefully that'll come out of who do you want to have a beer with, which was an interesting poll to look at with John McCain and Barack Obama.
I want to have a beer with you after this.
Well,
how's that?
I hear you're having a barbecue. So
I am Father's Day barbecue.
Happy Father's Day. Put an extra chicken breast on the grill for me.
You got it, buddy.
All the best.
All right,
Thanks for coming in.
Take care.